Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna walk you through my oil pastel collection. And the takeaway from this video is that out of the collection that I have, I'm gonna name a couple of great choices that you can consider buying for yourself. So let's go through this one by one. Starting with my oldest set, it's a non-toxic children's brand. I think it's Korean or Chinese. They have been with me the longest time. Naturally, they are all dried up now, and I'm not gonna use these colors anymore. Next, I have the Della Rowney oil pastel set of 12. This is the other older set I've got. This is a British brand and it's artist quality, and I have barely used it. I got this a long time back on 50% discount, and it was an old ragged box even back then. The colors are still good and I can see they are heavily pigmented, but they have also dried up pretty badly. You might probably know that oil pastels dry up after some time, so these might have been creamier and oilier brand new. They're pretty nicely pigmented anyway. Next, I have my childhood favorite packed up in several containers. It's crazy just how many of these pastels I've got, and I still keep buying them. I have thrown away most of the original boxes they came in, except for this one. Over here it says jumbo pastels because these are extra large. I think it's 11 millimeters in diameter, and these are called Atlas pastels, and it's a local brand. It's non-toxic and ISO certified. Let me try a few colors from the jumbo set. They are smooth, have vibrant colors and nicely pigmented. They are sold in 12, 24 and 36 color sets. When converted to US dollars from my local currency, 36 color set is about $2 or $3. So I keep buying these because they are great value for money. And then there's Pentel, which is a close match to Atlas. Yeah, once again, it's an Asian brand and super inexpensive. I think I got this 50 color set for about $5 from a local art sale, and this set has dried up a little because I got this about 5 years back. They're usually more oilier within the first couple of years. What I like about both these pastel brands is that their colors are very vibrant and surprisingly well pigmented. They're still student grade pastels though and can become crumbly as they dry, but for student grade pastels, their quality is great and they're possibly the most inexpensive out there with this level of quality. Alright, next I have Steadler. This is a 25 color set. Once again, it's a children's brand and they look very thin, but if I compare it with the Pentel, the size seems to be the same. Let's try out a few colors. Some of these pastels feel a little hard and most colors are nicely pigmented, but they perform very much similar to Pentel, but these are more expensive than Pentel. So if you have to make a choice, going for the Pentel might be a better option. I don't see a huge quality difference between the two. If at all, the Pentel might be a tad better in quality. It's very hard to compare these student grade pastels and tell which one is better because they're all more or less the same. Next, we are moving on to Reeves. It says large oil pastels here. Again, I have hardly used these, and it's a children's brand and it's non-toxic. I think Reeves is owned by Winsor and Newton, the same company, so this is also a British brand. I must say that these are not super impressive. One thing that stood out is that these are not as nicely pigmented as the Pentel or even the Steadler. The colors are quite translucent. This is the Pentel and you can see that Pentel colors are comparatively very vivid and opaque. Anyway, let's move on. Next I have the Crepas Expressionist and also the Crepas Specialist. The difference is that the Expressionist is student grade and the Specialist is artist quality, and both sets are made by Sakura, which is a Chinese brand. I prefer the student grade set over the artist quality one, and these pastels are very creamy and opaque. So far the best student grade set we saw is the Pental, and I think the Expressionist is better than Pental in quality. The Expressionist don't crumble as easily as the Pental, so blending it is a lot easier. This is how it looks when compared with the Pental. Both of them look similar, but overall I felt that the Expressionist is better. But remember that the Pental is a lot cheaper. Both Pental and the Crepas Expressionist offer 50 color sets, so their color range is also similar. The Pental set 50 color set is about $5, whereas the Expressionist 50 color set is about $20. But then again, $20 is quite an affordable price even for a student. I think out of all the student grade oil pastel brands that we looked so far, Expressionist is the winner. Next, we are moving on to Crepas Specialist. This set came as a surprise. I had high expectations from this because this is an artist quality set and it's very expensive. I don't see anything special about these except that they have made an explicit claim about them being light fast. For some reason, most colors are very translucent, so overall I'm not too impressed with them. By the way, I have a whole video where I compare the Specialist with Mungyo. If you want to check them out, I'll put a link on the top right hand corner of the video as well as in the video description. Moving on, next I have the Mungyo Gallery Artist Quality Soft Oil Pastels. Some people consider these to be artist quality. To me, they are more like a high-end student grade brand. They are creamy, opaque, not crumbly, very smooth, easily blendable and so on. But you can't really put them on the same pedestal as the other artist quality brands like the Sennelier. I have done a separate review of these comparing them with the Sennelier oil pastels. So I'll put a link to that on the top right hand corner of the screen as well as in the video description below. Please check that out. And let's move on to the final oil pastel set that I have, Sennelier. But still some people don't like these, so it all comes down to personal taste after all. As for me, I think these are the best, and I think the reason why some people don't like this brand is because these pastels are very creamy and they are very hard to layer and sometimes really messy to work with. So some people prefer their oil pastels to be a little bit harder than these. So I'm not even putting any pressure here, they just glide on the paper. I have a separate video that gives a complete review of the Cinelli oil pastels, and I will put a link as usual in the top right hand corner as well as in the video description. Please check that out for a detailed review of the Cinelli oil pastels. Alright, so we have come to the end of my oil pastel tour. Out of my collection, I'm gonna pick 3 choices that are great value for money. And number 1 is Pental. This is the most inexpensive set out there with considerably good quality. Especially if you're a student who is still learning, you can use these without the pressure of wasting too much pastel. Now, since I listed Pental, I'm also gonna pick the Crepas Expressionist because the Expressionist felt so much better when I used them, and they are also not too pricey. They are pricier than the Pental, but the Expressionist 50 color set is like $20, which I think is an affordable price. And then I'm gonna pick the Mungyo Artist Quality Soft Oil Pastels. If you're a professional artist, this might be a good option for you. Of course, this is not even close to the quality of Sennelier, but overall, I think the Mungyo is a close match and is very reasonably priced. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to stay updated on upcoming videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.